Melk Abbey in the Wachau Valley, a day trip from Vienna. Let's explore. Vienna, there's so much to see you could explore for days and days, but a day trip out of the city opens a whole new world. Today, we're going to the Wachau Valley and Melk Abbey via a coach that crosses the Danube. Arriving at our first stop in Durnstein, we are met by the beautiful banks of the Danube River. Grapevines growing everywhere, river cruise boats docked just gently swaying. Heading into Durnstein, you are taken by the castle on the hill, dating back to 1192, and just walking the historic medieval streets is an absolute pleasure. It's a narrow little street winding through the centre of this town. From the Kromstor Gate through to the other end of the street, you are enchanted by houses and buildings, small shops where you can get refreshments and the odd Christmas present. And then you come out to this amazing outlook where you can look up the Danube River or back to the castle. Also, from that vantage point is an amazing church. Just down from that little outcrop is the ferry station for the ferry that runs from Durnstein down to Melk. A beautiful little 2-hour cruise or thereabouts on the river. Towering above the town is the beautiful blue and white church, which is part of the Stift Durnstein Abbey, built between the 1400s and the 1700s. Walking along the Danube River is an absolutely relaxing experience. Docked alongside are lots of river cruise boats with people out enjoying either cycling along the river, exploring Durnstein. For us, with our visit over to Durnstein, we boarded the bus and headed for Split. Unbeknownst to us, we were about to get on the Durnstein, which we'd watched pull away from the village of Durnstein for an hour river cruise down to Melk. We knew we were going to do a cruise on the river, we just didn't know it was going to be on the Durnstein. From the Durnstein, we saw lovely little villages, people picnicking by the river, people cycling on the cycle paths. We also enjoyed a great little lunch. Arriving at Melk, we were blown away by the majesty of the monastery. Even from the place where we docked our ferry, you could see the monastery rising high above the city. Boarding back on our coach, we headed up to the Abbey to have a look around. Before we went into the Abbey, we enjoyed wandering through the gardens and checking out this beautiful pavilion with its beautiful frescoes inside. So this is the view from the back of the pavilion at the back of the park at Melk Abbey. Just down there a little way is the Danube River, And this is the Wachau Valley. And if we just come up here, this is the Pavillion with its amazing frescoes. In the garden outside the pavilion, there were lots of different types of sculptures, and particularly in the back part. Once we'd explored there, we had time to go and meet our guide to get introduced to the Melk Abbey guides to go inside. Unfortunately, no photos inside, but the outside is still spectacular as well. Melk Abbey is a benedictine abbey dating back to 1089, but the Baroque abbey that we're looking at today was built between 1702 and 1036. Famed for its amazing library with countless medieval manuscripts. It is an absolute delight. I know walking through the library, we would have loved our son to have gone there. Unfortunately, he wouldn't have been able to touch the books, but they looked amazing. Inside the abbey, there is also a great museum that tells the history of the abbey and the general area. The abbey sits above the village of Melk. We unfortunately didn't get to explore the village on the day that we visited, but one day we will return on a river cruise and we will explore the village as well. Melk Abbey was absolutely amazing, and as you came through the museum before heading into the library, we weren't able to go into the chapel. There was work being done in there, but there was this great viewpoint where we could look back to the fresco or the facade of the chapel and out to the Wachau Valley from that side. I love that little corridor. Could imagine the monks walking through there on their way to prayer and getting on with their daily life. There was also a school in the abbey that serviced the local people. How cool is this water fountain, which was outside the gates of the abbey, just near the stairs and near a cafe where we bought a lovely ice cream. With Melk Abbey visited and fading into the background, we boarded back on our bus after a beautiful day in the Wachau Valley and headed back to Vienna and the Hotel Astoria, where we spent our 25th wedding anniversary. If you liked what you saw today, hit the like and subscribe button. If you're looking for more content, there's a playlist up above and a video just for you. As always, travel brilliantly. Thanks for joining us. Bye.